am so incredibly nervous for tomorrow. It is probably the most anticipated day that I've had in my life ever, maybe, or at least definitely in the top 3. You guys know that the past 2 years, my life has completely changed since having my wisdom teeth surgery. After having that surgery, I fell incredibly ill. I had infections. My jaw has changed. I have not been the same. I've had headaches. I've had chronic pain 24/7. There's not been one day since that surgery where I've had relief, where I've had no pain. Like, you know how bad having like toothaches are, or if you've ever had like your braces tightened before, that like severe pain that just goes through your skull and your jaw. I have that every single day of my life, and it is slowly, honestly, driving me insane. And I have tried everything. I've been to 7 or 8 different oral surgeons. I've been to pain specialists. I've had acupuncture. I've had physiotherapy. I've had massages. I've had long-term antibiotics. I have literally done everything. MRIs, CBCTs, CT scans, nuclear bone scans, and no one can figure out what's wrong with me. No one can help me. And so this time last year, I did some major research, and I was able to find the top oral surgeon in Canada, and he works out of Toronto, and I called, and his waiting list was a year long. So guess what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is finally the day that I get to go and see him. And my heart is literally racing as I tell you guys this, because it's just when something is so highly anticipated and you realize that you only have one shot, like I have one chance to express to this guy that like my quality of life is gone. It is shot since having this surgery. And I really hope that he listens, because some of these like really highly sought after surgeons, like their life moves so quickly. Like I am just one patient in a line of 100 people that day that is gonna sit before him and tell him everything. And I hope that he's patient, and I hope that he really wants to investigate my case. A lot of the people that I talk to, like it's almost like so overwhelming, they don't want to touch it. Like I've had men, oral surgeons, say to me, it's just your anxiety, it's just depression. Practice breathing exercises. One of the guys even told me, are you fighting with your husband? Because that's probably what's causing all of your issues. So like I've just had so many people like laugh at me or tell me like, oh, you're just unlucky. I hope this guy tomorrow truly listens and just wants to take me on, honestly, because if this guy doesn't want to help me, I am gonna feel at such a loss, because I've been on this waiting list for a year and I just feel like I've tried every avenue, and if this doesn't work, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I already know that I can't live like this. Like I can't live with this chronic pain. It has ruined everything for me. Like my bright, happy life is just shot. So that's why I'm so nervous for tomorrow, and I'm praying that he's just gonna be the perfect person for me to help me, and that he'll have a plan. So because he's all the way in Toronto, we live a couple hours out of the city, so I have like an 8 a.m. appointment, so we have to get up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning to start getting ready. And so I don't know, I'm just, my heart is racing and I'm just nervous for that. So I'm gonna take you guys along for the journey. I just wanted to kind of say all this the day before, because I know tomorrow morning I'm gonna be so tired, like so tired to explain anything, and so nervous. So I would accept any prayers. I know that you're gonna be seeing this after this has already happened, but I believe that God can listen to prayers. Like time is different in heaven, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. sharp. You know when it's too early and you're nauseous to even really eat? That's where I'm at right now. I barely slept. I was tossing and turning all night. And I'm not thrilled that we have so many weather warnings this morning. It's supposed to snow and rain and then flash freeze, and we have such a long drive, but we gotta go. We literally have no choice. I've been waiting for a year, and weather is not gonna stop us at this point. So it's a few days later now. I had to take some time to sort of process and think back to everything that was said by this doctor, and to be honest, I did cry the whole way home, and I wasn't up to filming that same day. It didn't go as well as I thought it would. It wasn't terrible in any way, but when I like imagined this appointment in my head, I was like, okay, this guy's the best of the best. He's gonna change my life. He's gonna give me all of these like positive affirmations and really great plans to do. And I feel like I went in there and he kind of sat there and was like, I don't really know what to do for you, which has been just like the pattern of my life the past 2 years. He didn't like say it in those words, but he essentially said like, listen, like I'm a surgeon and I don't see anything wrong with you. Like he looked at my mouth, he like checked my jaw, he looked at previous scans and stuff. He doesn't see anything major to do surgery on, which, I mean, that's good, that's fine. The problem is that I'm in such horrible chronic pain and he doesn't really know what's causing it or why it's happening. And he said, like, I'm just gonna be honest with you, some people live with stuff like this chronically. And that is really hard to hear because like I don't want to be dealing with this my whole life. And he kind of just like told me in the nicest way that some people do. He said 30% of people have pain like this and there's no cure, and you just have to like find ways to take the pain down and to kind of help you in ways. So he referred me to another pain specialist, and I told him, I was like, I've already been to pain specialists, they don't help me, but he's confident about the one that he's sending me to. He says they don't rely on like strong medications, they actually do like sort of, I don't know, other ways of helping. So I am gonna try that pain clinic. He's also sending me for another nuclear bone scan, which I already had last year, but I guess we're gonna do it again just to make sure that the bones, there's no infection in there still. So I don't know, guys. I've already done all these things. Like the plans that he gave me, I've already done. And so in a way, I feel like I'm kind of going in circles and stuff. So I'll try them because, you know, I'm not gonna give up. I'll try the things that he suggested for me, but I don't know. It's seeming a little hopeless. I'm trying to stay positive, but that's the update. I appreciate advice. I appreciate your prayers, and I appreciate just all the support you give me. It really means the world to me. I'm trying to like look into my future and see myself happy and healthy and free of pain, but it's hard to do right now, but I'm sure I'll get there. Anyway, I didn't want to end off this video like sad and depressing, and whenever I want to get like happier and have some fun, I always go and hang out with my sister and her daughter, my niece, and so that is what you're gonna see next, and I love them so much. So here you go. So Ophi is picking out her own shoes right now. Mandy's trying to show her the sparkly pink Crocs, but she's like picking out like, I don't know, like blue sneakers, like tennis shoes, like sports shoes. So I think she knows what she wants. I don't think Mandy's been in a vlog since before you had Ophi.
Wild.
Which is crazy. I think you were pregnant the last time we filmed.
Yeah, it was podcasting only, really.
Pregnant podcasting. And now here we are walking through Marshalls with a toddler.
13-month-old, almost 14-month-old.
Is that considered a toddler?
I think so, yeah.
After 12 months?
She's a toddler. Look at her go.
Oh my gosh, like without even holding your hand, she's walking around.
Yeah.
She's grown. She's looking at her reflection right now. We're debating on these now. She's rethinking it.
I think she's more interested in this black box than anything else.
That's the emergency tag. If you take that off, we're gonna have some problems.
Yep, that's what's interesting.
Oh, right. It does make a noise.
Ophi, I don't want to get arrested, okay?
She's like, let me do it.
She's like, okay, let me just look at myself.
All right, so
Did you steal something?
I don't think Gofi stole anything. The alarm was going off as we were leaving. So we're gonna go.
Took the Crocs.
She took the Crocs. She's like, I did no such thing. We're going to the pet store because Mandy says Ophi has never seen fish.
Or birds or hamsters or anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome, let's go. Weren't as interesting as we anticipated for her. She wanted to touch the tags.
Remember those pet stores in like the malls and they had huge fish and like lizards and iguanas and like...
Yeah, I don't know.
And then there was this section of the store that was just fish tanks and it was like dark and like the fish tanks were glowing and it was like a whole room.
I remember that. I don't think they do that anymore.
This is like kind of lame.
We had very different childhoods.
We did. Ours was a lot more exciting, I think. They don't even have birds.
They must have birds somewhere.
Like gerbils.
They've got to have hamsters.
I mean, we don't like caged animals, so like it's okay.
I know, but it's also learning for Ophi.
I know, like it would have been nice for her to see them, but at the same time, I'm also kind of happy that they're not like caged.
That's actually true. We found the birds, everybody.
The green-cheeked canary? What is
it? The green-cheeked canary. It's not a canary, it's a canary. Guys, this is crazy. I'm learning that babies have sign language. So when Ophi wants milk, what is it? It's this. And then if she wants more, she's doing it. And then if she wants more, what is it? You put your hands together. I can't do it because I'm holding the camera.
Yeah.
And now she's clapping. That is insane. That is so cool. And we're back in my Coraline pajamas, which I love so dearly. I really hope you enjoyed the little outing that I had with my niece. She is just the best. She's so funny. She has such a vibrant personality. So I'm sure you'll see her sporadically throughout the year in my vlogs. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I will see you in my next vlog. Bye!